Yeah, special teams is part of it for sure. We had our chances on the PP. Get a 5-on-3 there, and then the kill. We had to come up with a kill. I thought 5-on-5. They spent a lot of time in our end. They do a better job of backtracking, getting back for pucks, and trying to help our D get out of the end, get out of our zone, and that's got to be an area of focus for us. Yeah, I mean, it's an area that we got to continue to work on. I mean, it's the best league in the world, and you have teams coming in, fighting for points, and regardless of where teams are in the standings, whoever we're playing against, we have to find a way to start on time and be a good first period team, and we want to build to be a team that this is a really hard building to come into, and hasn't been good enough lately. It doesn't get any easier. I think you go through stretches in a season in your career that things feel difficult, but I've said it before that adversity is a great teacher, and you have to lean into it, and regardless of how we're feeling about our game or anything emotionally, you got to go out and play and do your best to give your best effort and feel confident, and work your way out of it. I think regardless of how the shift went before, we need to find a way to buckle down and stay in that game. I mean, we're tied at one point, and we just got to find a way to keep fighting and create more chances for ourselves. So certainly not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a huge factor in it. You go into the end of the third 1-1, we're on a 5-on-3. We don't score. Later on they end up getting a power play goal in the end. I think we were 0 for 5 and they were 1 for 2 with a shorty. So that ultimately in a game where both teams had some chances. It wasn't tons of chances. They did a better job of shooting the puck, but I didn't think there was a ton of chances either way until that point. And so you got to do a better job in those two areas. Those are areas that where we're at right now. As a hockey team, those areas that can really pick us up, and we need something to pick us up. So that ends up being a letdown for us. Well, I mean, we could have been down 2-0 had it not been for a good call by LJ Scarpace on a challenge. So I thought they had a little more energy than we had. I think we get a power play early, and you give up a shorty. There's a deflation in that we have to continue to make sure that we're more mentally tough. We still have plenty of time in the power play to go find a way to score. So in the end, the start probably wasn't good enough. There's an emotional drain on it, and that's the reality. At times, we just can't let that happen. We have a decision of how we kind of attack every day. And certainly it's frustrating. It's there's a downer to it, and there's an emotional drain to it. But we can't allow that to happen. They I think in the start they had more energy, than we did. They were out of it, well before us this year, and they went through their own struggles. And now they're just kind of having fun playing hockey, and we're not. And we're trying to grind away, and we gotta find a way to get that joy back in our game, and play with more energy, and it won't be easy Sunday. We're gonna miss one of our energy guys in Bert, but we're gonna find a way to do it. Yeah, and I thought we didn't do a good enough job of it at all. I thought they overshot the puck and we undershot the puck, especially in our O-zone play. They created chaos off the shot, and we didn't do enough of that. And we had, certainly was a point of emphasis going into the game. I think there's been times this year where we've had a real good mentality of it, and times we haven't. Tonight was one of those nights we almost wanted to look for a perfect play instead of just shoot it. Ultimately the goal we scored in the second is just Wallman shooting the puck, and then Razor's there for a little tap. And we needed to have a better shooting mentality and be harder at the net tonight for sure.